Now it's robotic and tells us it's recording. Okay, so let's start like this, guys. Yes. The bolster propped up. And then, you can have any arrangement with your legs. Sometimes it's nice to have them long. It kind of depends on how that low back feels. And bring the feet together. That'll open up the hips to start. If you're able to, you can bring your feet on the floor, let the knees come together. Whatever is going to allow you to come to a space where you can just kind of wind down from your day. The rushing to the mat. We're here, so we did it. I'm going to connect with the breath. I'm not going to try to change the breath, not yet. We're just going to feel the breath. Noticing the breath. Maybe notice what happens if you kind of let the shoulder blades really rest and the arms come down on the other side of the bolster. And now this time, as we breathe in, let's just trace the breath from the bottom of the spine to the crown of the head. Our exhale, we trace it down and then up. So with your inhales and exhale, up and down the spine. Now this time, as you breathe up the spine, kind of pause just your awareness at each chakra and see if there's one chakra that's calling your attention today more than another. Maybe the root, the sacral, the solar plexus, the heart, the throat, the third eye, or the crown. Giving yourself some time, letting these chakras take as much time as they need to make themselves known. They might all feel the same, and that's okay. Sometimes it's hard to distinguish, but we'll give ourselves a few more breaths to just tap into these chakras. Now, if you feel as though there's a chakra that feels different than the others, let's bring our awareness, our next few rounds of breath to that chakra. Maybe breathing directly into that chakra and pausing, and then letting out an audible, maybe inaudible exhale from that space. So as we practice today, your awareness is going to go to that chakra, and maybe it will shift throughout your practice. But let's really tune in to that subtle body, to that field of energy, and go inward, turning our awareness from the outward to the inward just for this hour, exercising that intuition. Let's give ourselves 3 more breaths. And after your 3rd breath, we'll gently press up off the bolster. And guys, let's come right to standing today. Quite the transition from reclined butterfly on a bolster to standing, but we're going to do it. And let's have a block. I think the best way when I do my practice is to have one at the front and kind of one towards the middle. So that way you're not on one end of the mat reaching across the world for the other. That's kind of works nice. So let's come to the front of the mat. And at the front, let's just kind of sway the hips back and forth. Or keep the hips forward, but kind of sway like the shoulder and the torso back and forth. So the hips don't move. We're just going to sway back and forth, giving some movement to the base of the spine and also a little bit to the bottom of the cervical, that C7, and the top of the thoracic, our T1. So noticing the lumbar and the upper spine. And now let's bring ourselves to stillness. Maybe bring our feet hip distance apart and then bring the arms up above the head. And then we're going to side bend over to one side. And then we'll go over to the other. Exhale. Inhale, come to the middle. Exhale, bring the left arm down. Reach that left arm far, far, far down and reach the right arm up. It might even start to come over, but kind of opening the right side body as we reach the left hand down. Good. And then bring the right hand down, the left arm up. Opening our other side body. Good, yeah, breathe, really nice breath. And then let's exhale to bring our arms back to the middle. Inhale to ground the feet. And then exhale, let's swan dive forward, folding forward, maybe hands pause on the ground, and bend the knees and we'll sweep them up. And then bend the knees, let's sweep the arms down and fold, exhale. Let's move with our breath, inhale to rise. Exhale to fold. Bend the knees, let's inhale to rise up. Exhale, folding forward and hang here in our fold. Ground the feet. Plant the hands on a block or on the floor. Let's rock up onto the balls of the feet, lifting the heels just a little bit. And then rock back onto the heels. Maybe rock back and lift the toes and the ball of the foot. And then rock back onto the ball of the foot, lifting the heels. Now we'll ground the heels, bend the knees, rise all the way up to stand. And then lower those arms down to the side. Exhale, ground the right foot, and then step the left foot back. It's inhale to rise with the arms, maybe the ball of the foot ground. You can lower that heel if you want. Let's come into a lunge variation. Now relax the shoulders, tuck the pelvis. Nice. And now let's tune into that chakra. Breathe. And direct the energy from this shape, this sacred geometry, to that chakra. And now let's fold it forward, maybe framing the foot. And we'll just pause there. Both hands on either side of the foot. Maybe the hands rest on the knee, whatever's easier. We're just folding over the leg and surrender. And now let's rise up again, lifting the arms up, grounding into that bent knee, grounding into that back foot. And now let's exhale to straighten the leg. And if you want, bring that left foot forward, ground the heel, and reach the arms up to sky. Yeah, really good. Now let's exhale to fold into our Parsottanasana, that pyramid. Let out a breath. And maybe bring the block on the inside of the foot. Ground the left hand, bend that knee a little bit if you need to, and just reach that right arm to sky. Yeah, you got it. Kind of a revolved triangle. Breathe out. You got it. And in, and out. One more breath in. Now exhale, sweep the hand down. Let's bend the knee and bring our arms right back up. Virabhadrasana 1. Nice. Inhale. And then exhale, step the left foot forward, ground the feet. And now from here, let's join our hands together, point the index up, fold the other hands over, and now we'll reach over to our side bend. This is our Kali Mudra. Drawing in strength, drawing in awareness over to the other side, exhale. Now inhale back to the middle. Keep the mudra in the hands this time as we ground the left foot, step the right foot back. Now find your Virabhadrasana 1, warrior lunge. And then exhale, let's lower the shoulders, relax into the shape, breathe in and out. One more breath. Now exhale to hinge at the waist, folding over that bent leg this time. Reach the fingertips past the crown. Breathe in. And now straighten that leg and bring the fingers to point towards the big toe, pyramid pose. Breathe out and in. Maybe you let go of the mudra, find your block. Anything that's going to give you added stability and security as we surrender and pause. Breathe in. Now exhale, bring the right hand to the block. Maybe step the right foot forward and then reach the left hand to sky, coming into a revolved triangle on the other side. Feeling the twist in the spine, allowing that energy in the chakras to flow in just a different way with this flexion of the spine. Maybe soften the gaze. And then exhale, bring the left hand down to frame the foot, bend that knee. Let's rise right back up. Virabhadrasana 1. Nice, really good, like a victorious breath at the top. Let's exhale to bring the hands down. Pausing here, Virabhadrasana 1. And then exhale, bring the hands to frame the foot. Now let's step the left foot back, coming into our plank, our first plank of the day. Let's bring awareness to the spine. And if you want, you can lower the knees. Maybe here 3 breaths. Awareness from the root to the crown. And then an exhale to bring awareness to your chakra of choice for the day. And exhale, lower the knees. And then let's sit back in child's pose. Maybe we find Kali Mudra again with our hands folded, the index and thumb free. And then bring that mudra to the back of the neck. Maybe just give yourself a moment to tap into why you're here today and see how that chakra might align with what brought you to your mat. This wisdom that's all around us in the cosmos, that's inside of us, guiding us, and our free will to choose and to be. Let's give ourselves a breath. Now exhale to bring the hands out in front of you. Glance up at the hands as they stretch forward on the mat. Bring that left hand to the middle and then sweep the right hand back. So it's kind of like a side bend, but we're in our child's pose. Maybe the back of that right hand is on the ground, hold the palm is down, but press the hands, whichever side is on the ground. Kind of opposing forces, feeling the armpit stretch open on the left. Maybe the back, the shoulder, the front of the shoulder, and the right. Now glance up at the left hand, sweep the right hand forward. Let's rock up into tabletop. And then from our tabletop, we're going to stretch the right leg out to lengthen that leg. Maybe roll the ankle, the foot around a few times. And then bend the knee back. Inhale to send the left foot back. And we do the same thing. Let's roll the ankle. Rolling, moving the foot. And now exhale to bring the left knee back to meet the right. Let's find our child's pose again. And if child's pose doesn't feel that great tonight, guys, come into puppy because that's a lot on the hips and stuff. So puppy is always an option. Let's bring our right arm, the right hand in the middle of the mat, and then sweep the left hand back. So now we're going to press down with the right, press down with the left. And feel that energy in opposite directions. Breathing out and breathing in. Another breath in. And now exhale, sweep the left hand forward. Now we'll rock into our tabletop this time. And then from here, let's ground the left hand. Ground the knees, tops of the feet, and reach the right arm forward. With that left hand planted, it might feel good to bring it under the heart. It might feel more balanced, kind of in a tripod, or keep it to the left. Or reach the right arm forward, and then just reach the right arm back. Sweeping it across the floor, forward, and then back, and then forward, and then back. And then we'll inhale to lengthen through that right arm forward, and then lengthen the left leg back. Now let's bring awareness to our chakra. Feel the energy of that chakra extending to the fingertips and to the toes. Breathe in. Let's exhale to bring the hand down and then bring the knee down. And now walk the hands forward on the mat and let's lower down the chest and the chin. The knees are already down. We're lowering down the chest and the chin. We'll inhale to lift the heart and lift the gaze. So we just hover. The heart, maybe the bottom ribs are down. And let's hover the hands now. Let's breathe out and in. And then open the arms out like a T. And then let's lift the tops of the feet off the ground. Maybe the knees come off the ground. So it's kind of like a Superman or Superwoman across the sky. Tune into the chakra. Feel the energy along the center of the body. Let's gently lower down the legs and feel the energy run to the toes. Draw the hands in underneath the shoulders. Feel the energy rush to the shoulders. And then we'll exhale, press up into the hands. Feel ourselves in a Bhujangasana. Breathe in. And then exhale. Let's rock back to child's pose for 3 breaths. Nice. Maybe your breaths move up and down the spine again. Back and forth along the spine. The breath, the vehicle for prana that nourishes our being. Nice. Breathe in. And we'll exhale. Let's rock it forward, finding our tabletop again. And now we're going to bring the left hand forward. And we're going to move the left arm back, sweeping across the floor, moving the shoulder. But as we do this, it opens the chest up. So forward and back with the arm. Exhale to bring it back. And inhale to bring it forward. Exhale to sweep it back. And now let's inhale to bring that left arm forward and pause. On an inhale, extend the right leg long and find yourself in your bird dog. Breathe out and in. Draw the belly in. Maybe you tuck the pelvis just a little bit. Inhale. Exhale. One more breath. Now exhale to bring the left hand down. Let's curl the toes of the left foot under, lower the right foot, and then let's step the left foot back, curl the toes under, find Adho Mukha Svanasana. And let the breath go. Our first kind of inversion of the day. We had our forward fold, but now we're going to stack the chakras with our crown towards the earth, third eye, Vishuddhi, Anahata, Manipura, Svadhisthana, and Muladhara at the top. A couple more breaths. And now let's exhale, lower the knees. But this time let's draw the breath in and come up to a high kneel. So the shoulders, wrists, elbows are stacked above the knees and the hips. Yes, reach up for the sky. And then we're going to come into another side twist. So we're going to bring the right arm down, the left arm up and over. We feel the prana on the side of the body. And then we'll exhale to come over to the other side. Right arm up and over. And then back to the middle, both arms to the sky. Let's bring the right leg out. If you need to, you can turn on that mat. Yeah. Ground the right foot. And then reach the right hand down towards that right ankle and the left arm up to sky. And then we'll exhale, bring the left hand to the floor or maybe to a block and lift the right leg off the ground maybe. And feel the energy in opposite directions like we did in our bird dog. So up to the sky and now back and also into the ground. Breathe in. Maybe bring the right arm over the ear and extend the foot and the arms different directions. And then lower the foot, reach the right arm up and bring the left arm to meet it. Let's draw our hands to prayer. Maybe the right knee comes in. Good. The breath and the energy settle into your knee. Breathe in. And exhale, open the eyes and extend the left leg to the side. And bring the arms up And then the left hand down, the right arm over. And you'll breathe a breath of life into the side body. One more breath. And we'll exhale, bring the right hand to the ground, to that block. Reach the left arm to sky or overhead, but reach the left leg up if you can. Flex it to the face. Yes. Feel your energy above, around, behind, down. As exhale, lower the left foot, bring the left arm out towards the foot, right arm reaches, and then come into our high kneel with hands at the heart. Let's scan the energy from the base of the spine to the crown of the head. Let's scan from the crown to the shoulders, the elbows to the fingertips. From the fingertips to the elbows to the heart, and from the heart to the hips, to the knees, to the heels and the toes. Our next breath inflates our entire being with life. And as you're ready, let's come into our tabletop. And in this tabletop, we're going to drop the belly, lift the heart, coming into cat. We're going to exhale round into cat. Drop the belly, lift the heart, cat. Round for cat. Exhale. Inhale, round. And then exhale, cat. And one more time, cow. And then exhale, cat. Let's find our tabletop. And then walk the hands forward, walk the knees back, coming onto our stomach. And on our stomach, let's bring our hands into the forehead. And then let's bring our right knee out to the side and bring the ankle kind of underneath the right knee. So we're in our half frog, so it's what they call this tadpole. And so maybe you press that knee into the ground, feel the feedback in the hips. And then just relax. Relax the glutes, relax the leg. Exhale, press the knee into the ground. Feel the feedback in the hip. And then relax. Pause. And then send your right leg long. So now we're lying on your belly. Legs are long. And then we'll inhale to lift the head, lift the heart, bring the elbows underneath the shoulders and find a sphinx. Reach through the toes, make the legs long from the hip sockets, or from the hip sockets, and shine hard. Close the eyes. We'll breathe here, counting down from 3, and 2, and 1. And now lower down onto the chest, bring the hands underneath the forehead, and then feet to the sky, just windshield wiper the legs to the right, and then over to the left. And then back and forth at your own pace. And then we'll bring our legs back to the middle and extend them long. And then we'll come into that tadpole on the other side. So the left knee out to the side, the ankle below the knee, the hip in line with the knee maybe. And we'll pause here. And then when you're ready, press that knee into the floor, that left knee. And then release and find a little bit of ease. Another breath. And then exhale, press the knee into the floor. Feel the hip respond. Counting down from 3, and 2, and 1. And let it go and relax. Now extend that left leg long. Pause here. And then we'll roll over onto our backs. Oh. Lie the entire back on the ground when we get there. And now let's bring our knees to the chest. We can bring our hands to the shins and have an active or a passive Apanasana. So our hands are kind of supporting us and keeping those thighs and knees toward the chest. And now keep those legs where they are, but bring the arms up overhead and try to bring those knees and the legs towards the chest and see where you might activate a little more, maybe in the torso. And bring awareness to those chakras that might feel a little bit of energy here. And now let's sweep the hands back to the shins, relax. Let the hands draw the knees to the chest. And now let's extend the legs long. And we'll pause in Shavasana for just a couple moments. Pausing from the more active part of our practice. Tuning into the chakra that might have been drawing our attention earlier. Let's breathe 3 breaths into that energy center. Letting go. And then exhale. And whenever you're ready, we can roll to one side. I'm going to show our first restorative shape. Yeah, so let's bring our blocks here. There's no rush. I'm going to get it set up. And one thing I like to do when I'm like setting up my space is do it as a moving meditation. Kind of have thanks for the blankets and the space and the blocks and the company that we share. It makes it that much sweeter. So you can bring it as high as you want, and then let's just roll the blanket. Try to get out any wrinkles because we're going to put this under our spine. Along those chakras, right? So where we're heading, I can pass this off to you, Connie. Tuck it under, bring it under the spine, the hamstrings and the calves on little bridge, and then we'll rest. This is a nice heart opener, shoulder opener. For the upper body, and a little respite for the legs. I can move that closer if you want me to. It's closer to you. How's that? Oh yeah. Does that feel comfortable? Tummies are too hot. And this is a really nice shape for our chakra practice because it really brings that awareness to the spine here. And if at any point it gets uncomfortable with the blanket, we can just move it. Otherwise, Let's begin this shape by breathing up and down the spine. Then we'll let go of any awareness. Maybe bring ourselves to complete stillness. Not trying to change the breath. Not trying to even be aware of any chakras. Just letting ourselves be here where we are. Just imagining that everything we've done throughout the day has prepared us for this moment and has allowed us to arrive here where we are. Maybe allowing ourselves as much time as we need in this shape. Sometimes it's helpful to remind ourselves that there's nothing we need to do. And nowhere else we need to be except right here. Relax the toes and ankles. The calves and the knees. Maybe feel the weight of the legs kind of settling into the pelvic region and along the spine. Notice that Muladhara chakra, Spadhisthana, Manipura, Anahata, Vishuddha, Ajna, Sahasrara. Allowing the body to come into rest.
as the breath comes and goes. Feeling the shoulders, backs of the shoulders reach to the floor as the heart opens. Creating space between the ribs for more breath, more life. Creating space for life. Maybe imagine each breath drawing us closer to that subtle body, closer to understanding ourselves a little bit more. Let's press our tips, our thumb and our index finger together. The tip of the thumb and the middle finger together. The tip of the thumb and the ring finger together. The tip of the thumb and the pinky finger together. And open the hands. We wiggle the toes. And if it's possible, gently slide that blanket out from underneath the back. Just a gentle rock to one side. And then hug the knees into the chest. And you rock side to side. You can feel that back flat on the floor now. Might feel really different. And thank your body for all that it's done. And with those knees hugged in towards the chest, maybe let the knees come over the hips, and let's drop the knees out to the right, towards that right side. Maybe it feels good to grab a pillow and to put a pillow between the knees. Maybe it feels good to put a blanket behind the shoulder. So right? Just allow yourself to get really cozy as if you're ready to take a nap. See what you can do if you want. Yes, good. And see if you can drop into this. By allowing these chakras to get a little awareness on all sides. The back, our child's pose towards the front, and now we're twisting along the sides of the chakras. Allowing this practice to support you. Maybe dropping into an inhale for 4 and an exhale for 4. Our Surya Yoga allows us to go to the depths of our being as we rest in effortless stillness. Allow the palms of the hands to rest and the soles of the feet to rest. And feel the energy as it flows from the palms to the soles of the feet. Remain strong. Allow yourself to And whenever you're ready, you can just bend those knees to the middle and let them rest over on the other side. Come into your twist on the left. Yeah. And soften in and drop in. Sometimes the hardest thing to do is to be still. To extend to ourselves the self-care that we extend to others. Give yourself as much room for that in your space tonight. And soften the throat, the eyes, the cheeks. The breath needs to be the body. Extended, quiet exhale, let it go. If it needs to sigh, if it needs a sharp exhale, just allow that breath to leave however it needs to leave. And arrive to the chest and the belly, wherever it needs to fill. As you're ready, you can bring those knees out of the twist, let your spine be flat on the floor. Whichever expression of Shavasana is supportive for you in your self-care this evening, allow yourself to find that specific shape of Shavasana. Let's draw our awareness to our Muladhara chakra. Up to Swadhisthana chakra. Manipura. Nahata. Vishuddha. Ajna. Sahasrara. The energy of all these energy centers fill our being. Allow them to flow in harmony. Maybe we press the thumb and the tip of the index finger together. Tip of the thumb and the middle finger together. Tip of the thumb and the ring finger together. Tip of the thumb and the pinky together. Maybe open and close the hand. Welcome to the stage, Shavasana. You can come to a seat. So notice our points of contact. Notice the spine, the home of those chakras, the throat, the third eye, and the crown. We'll exhale. Inhale. Om. Shanti. 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 Om.